I was browsing around Dribbble.com and decided to do some refactors of the designs I found. Now here's the first design I'll be refactoring. Here's the second. And finally, last but not least. Now what's interesting about this episode is I end up using Midjourney for all three refactors. Now before we begin, if you want to watch this episode in real time as I problem solve with a voiceover, you can join Rapid Refactors at DesignCourse.com. It's just a very small one-time fee and you get access to previous and future episodes. So let's get started. Our first entry has an interesting 50-50 column layout, but there are definitely issues with type and some other fundamentals. The first thing I do is redesign the navigation, which isn't actually too bad. I make minimal adjustments outside of just some color and spacing. At this point, I hop into Midjourney AI in order to recreate a similar brain graphic asset as found in the original design. After getting the asset, I hop into Photoshop in order to clean it up and isolate it from the background. Now if you join Rapid Refactors, you'll see all of this in real time with my explanations as I do it. I decided to simplify the right column. This person had a bar graph dictating how customer experience has increased over time, but I don't really think it's a good idea to show that just 3 years ago, half of your clients were not satisfied. Eek! Here's the second design, which definitely has some conceptual interest, so we're really going to bump this up a couple levels. The very first thing I do is generate a new Earth graphic with Midjourney. The original seems a little bland, so we're going with something that looks extra cool here. As you can see, I'm keeping most of the layout the same, but with small adjustments, the overall quality is really boosted. One final thing I add is just a little accent graphic which helps fill the void of the empty space here. Here's our final entry, and the one thing that's absolutely killing it is the lack of contrast on the type. So we're going to fix that along with some other stuff. I was able to once again utilize Midjourney to recreate a very cool female warrior, which I also prepare in Photoshop. When you have a high quality asset like this female character, it can become the focal point of the layout, making the rest of your job quite easy as a UI designer. The biggest improvement of the layout comes here. The text and the add to cart button are just way too hidden with poor contrast. If you want to watch this episode in real time as I problem solve with a voiceover, you can join Rapid Refactors at DesignCourse.com. It's just a very small one-time fee, and you get access to previous and future episodes.